There is someone who is not spoken about enough in Georgia's history, and we want to introduce you to an incredible woman and hope that her legacy is carried on, and she is
Mother Mathilda Beasley.
What an influential and important person she was in not just Georgia history, but American history. A courageous woman. She was born in New Orleans in 1834, but her late teens, early 20s, she lived here, but she noticed that there was a big problem amongst Savannah.
Young enslaved Black children were not allowed to go to school, and they were not allowed to learn how to read. So she would sneak these children into her home, which was highly illegal. She could have gotten jail time or been fined a ridiculous amount of money. And she would secretly teach them in small little groups, very quietly, how to read and also to write.
It was done through whispers. No one knew. And every day the children would sneak into her house and think of having your education in a whisper. After the war, she ended up getting married to a man named Abraham Beasley, who was much older but financially well off. And he was a very successful man, a businessman amongst the Black community. But the two of them, they weren't married that long. When he passed away, she ended up taking all of their possessions, selling them, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she decided to give all the money to the poor Black communities. And then she decided to move to Liverpool. And she went into a life of religious studies and became a nun. But when she was done with her studies, she came back to the city of Savannah, and she was really quite accomplished of what she did.
She founded the first order of Black nuns here in Georgia. They were, I believe, an order of St. Francis. Yes.
Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she carried on of teaching the children, being really part of the community. She's very much connected to the Cathedral of St. John the Baptist. But her story, 1903, when she passed away, this is a fascinating part, is that something in her heart knew that she was soon to pass on. And how did she die?
So at one point she was gifted a cottage near the church where she was a nun. And they found her kneeling in the little chapel that was attached to the cottage. And beside her, she had died kneeling in the chapel. And beside her was her will, her funeral garb that she wanted to be buried in, and funeral instructions. So she knew she was about to pass away, and she was found there in the chapel.
So think of a beautiful woman, so courageous, in Savannah, and her heart to teach the children, went to become a nun, had an orphanage as well, and knew when she was going to go meet